Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you to make some cards. So we're going to make some cards using some gorgeous stamps from Cleverprints. So this is part of their new release and it's absolutely beautiful. So we are going to be using, I've already used patchwork flower and retro flower. So today we're going to be using the last two flowers, which is a zigzag flower and a swirly flower. So I have all my bits already prepped in front of me. Let's just move them onto the white bit. So as you can see, we're back to black. So yeah, I wanted to change again. I like to change quite a lot, so I hope this is okay. The plastic that I did have on, yeah, it's ruined. So from all of my mixed media, I'm just trying to see. I have this, which is actually for embossing. However, I'm wondering if I pop it over, so you're sort of with me to see. I just pop it on there. Oh, that's all right. So there's only just this little corner here that you can sort of see. Now I've cleaned this. It smells lovely. I cleaned it with Goo Gone, which wasn't probably the best idea, but yeah, anyway, you don't really want to know about my cleaning journey, do you? You want to see me make cards. So let's make some cards. So I do have some card bases here. These is the regular size that I use. So this is 5 7/8 by 4 1/8, which is half of an A4 folded in half and then cut in half. So yeah, we're going to make some cards. So the first one is, I want to use this zigzag flower. Now I've got an idea. I'm just going to grab my trimmer, because I am just going to cut this down the middle in half. So in no particular sort of way, I'm just going to cut it in half, simple as that, because I have an idea of just on there and on there. How gorgeous is that? That just looks lovely. The world is full of magic, and I like that. Just very, like, just in the center. Yeah, I don't think that one needs anything else. Maybe a little bit of doodling. So let's put that to the side. So that's what I'm thinking for that one. Then we have this one, which is absolute gorgeous flower. So I think we can definitely do that. So we're looking today at, I'm literally looking at doing really sort of simple designs with these. Now I'll probably cut that in half and have it come out of each way, so that's very simple. So yeah, we're looking at today of just having very simple cards made using these to show off how beautiful they are. Now I've got lots of little bits and pieces left, so it's working out what I want to do now, because I'd like to use the last of it, of all these pieces, if I can, to create these. I'm quite liking maybe that idea of using the different shapes to make, like, you know, like do like a patchwork of some sort. I'm liking that. Probably have sending hooks. No, oh, you are beautiful inside and out. I like that. Just trying to see what else maybe that I could pop in there. What about the swirls instead? What about them? Because I'm sort of, because I will doodle. No, I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that one at all. So let's do one that I know that I'm going to like, and that is, I'm going to do the leaves. So we're going to have a cascade of leaves, although it's going to be, it's not exactly cascade, it's cascading upwards. Let's have a look what else we've got. I think that's the last of the leaves. So I'm going to have sending hooks, and Yeah, I'm wanting to see what I'm wanting to do is I want to use what I have. Yeah, I'm thinking that. So along those lines, yeah, for that one. Yeah, I'm wanting to use what I have without using anything else. So using every little bit of, oh, there's lady. Do you know what I'm going to do with this? Where's my scissors? I'm going to cut this into strips. So let's do that. Because just because the stamp is one way doesn't mean that we have to use it that way. You know, we can do whatever we want. Your imagination is your limitation. So, right, I'm going to have that, and then we've got this gorgeous piece here. So what I'm thinking is we sort of do like a cascade of these. I think I like that word today. Have that one in the middle, and then I'm just going to bring those in like that. Oh, I like that. And then what I'm going to do is actually cut these down so that we have, what do you call it, we have like little clusters of circles instead of one big circle. We're going to have clusters of them. So I'm just cutting them right down. Okay, and then add these in. Let's have a look. There's another one that we can use. Right, so I'm just going to cut these down. Just getting rid of more of that white edge because I don't want that white edge on. So let's do that. Oh yeah, I'm loving that. And then let's bring in a big one. So I'm going to cut that out. Okay. Now I have cut all the black off it, but that's fine because we can add the black outline back onto it if we choose to. So I'm just going to do this. So it's just using all of these extra bits, isn't it? And right, just cut this little last bit out. Right, okay. Oh, I'm loving that. What I think I'm going to do though is just swap those over. Now, do I want to add any others on? I think if I do, it's just this big blue one. And maybe add that. Yeah, maybe add that there. So we have 5 of those. So I'm loving that. And then I think I'm going to have the sentiment good vibes. Actually, no. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to have for someone special, or does it need a sentiment? Do we have to have a sentiment? The other thing is I didn't know whether or not to add like this as a focal point. Now I am going to cut this down a little bit more. I didn't cut it down properly when I coloured them in, because if I had, the chances are it would have got damaged with storing it away, because it's been a few days since I did this one, so I didn't work on everything straight away. So I tend to, when I'm cutting things out, especially as intricate as this, when I look at the design, I think I'll look at it and work out from there, you know, how I'm going to cut it down. So I've left lots of white space on this so that I know that when I'm storing it, it's not going to fold and crease or tear. It just makes it more solid. So if I just show you, so this side could quite easily get taken, like ripped off, whereas this side it's all solid. So that's yeah, So that's what I tend to do when I'm fussy cutting, especially if I'm not going to work with something straight away, because that's the good thing about it. You can always come in and take off more. You can't add any back on. So little tip for you there, but I think I do want this as a focal point on here, so that's what we're going to do. So, and then we've only got a few little bits, and do be careful. It looks as though I'm probably cutting my fingers off, but I'm not. But yeah, do be careful. It's just because it's so thin, the way I'm having to hold it. But it's absolutely gorgeous, so I think it is definitely worth, you know, that extra time to cut it out. Although that was terrible, Dawn. I'm going to say this is definitely not my best fussy cutting at all. Definitely not. Right. Okay, last little bit, if we can get it in. Okay, so I'm just gonna go all the way around. Right, that, I'm loving that, because I'm thinking I might have that on there like that somehow, with for someone special across the, yes, I'm liking that. So that was all that needed. Now, can we get one more card out of what we've got there? Shall we have a look? So let's do, so I'm thinking that, and then we do have our swirls, but we've got sort of the retro pieces, which I'm loving. I think that down there, that in the center, that there. Yeah, that could definitely work, couldn't it? And then how about we use these last little bits. Oh, there's my belly rumbling. It shouldn't be, because I've just had my breakfast. It's quite early in the morning, actually. It was hubby's birthday, so I got up with him because he's at work today, bless him. So I got up quite early so that I could see him before he went off to work, which meant that I've got all day to craft now. So yeah, and then do you know what, I'm going to cut that one off because I'm going to have that up there, just so we've got 3 of them, and then just deal with that, and then that there, and then I think I'm just going to have good vibes, and what we'll do is we'll colour that in using some distressings. So the only things I have left from all of them is, oh yeah, you are beautiful inside and out, let your light shine, and then this gorgeous texture piece. So, and that is out of all of our yeah, out of all of the stamp sets. So I mean, how awesome is that? So what we're going to do, I'm just going to move these just off to the side of me, and we'll just work on one at a time, gluing them down. So let's leave the really easy ones till last. Let's do the harder ones. So we're going to start off with this one. So what I want to do, I want to decide, do we want to put some ink on, or do we want to put something on it? And do you know what I'm thinking now that I'm looking at this? I'm going to get my Gamby Tamby watercolours out, and these are the starry colour set. I thought it was mouldy then, but it's not. It's just I was going to say, how's that got mouldy? But no, it's fine. So these are all the golds and stuff. So what I'm thinking, right, first of all, we're going to take a picture of it. Okay. And then I'm going to have the picture up in front of me, so like so. And then we're just going to move all of these bits off, just so that we can remember. So it's one way for you to be able to remember. I'm going to grab some water and I'm just going to activate these up. I'm not sure which one we're going to use yet, but we'll be using one of them. Grab a paintbrush. Do you know what? I'm going to go with the blue gold. Okay. So just make sure I've got plenty of water. And what we're going to do is just going to do a very simple background, and I think I'm going to do very similar to all of them. So I've just got some on there, and we're literally just going to grab it and spread it onto our background like that. Simple as that. That's all we're going to do. I'm going to grab my heat gun. So I do apologise if I'm putting it on now, and we'll dry that off. Like so. Okay. There we go. A little bit left. And then I'm just going to heat up on the back, and all that that's going to do is help straighten off our card piece itself. So, I mean, how good is that? That metallic gold is just lovely. Now, I do have in front of me, we have our picture. So I know where I wanted everything to be. So I'm just going to grab my glue, and we're going to start sticking this down. So, like this. Now, I do apologise if you can hear us snoring in the background. That is little lady. It's early morning, and yeah, she doesn't do mornings. She doesn't do any time of the day, really. She likes to sleep. She likes her cuddles as well. So, she's always wanting her cuddles. Right, okay, so there's that bit. And I'm going to stick this piece down. So again, just making sure we've got plenty of glue so it's all coated quite nicely. And just to add in that little bit of metallic there has really, really made all the difference. Oh, how gorgeous is that? Okay, then we have this piece, so let's glue that down. Okay, so I'm going to have that there. Now, this card is curling. There's a couple of ways you can solve that. We can put it under some books for a couple of days. It'll be fine. If it really bothered you a lot, you could always cut this off and then stick it back onto another card. Personally, it doesn't really bother me because I just think it makes it look like handmade, and yeah. But there is ways to that you could even iron it if you wanted. So yeah, there is ways, and I'm going to stick this one on. And you can also, the other way that you could deal with it is actually just put some card on the inside. So if you were to just put a nice thick bit of card on there, on the inside of it, that would work as well. Now I'm just going to grab these, the last little bits. Okay, there, and then the last piece. Oh, I've done that. So that's our card so far. Now I've got good vibes here, and I think I'm going to come in with my pink and my sponge sugar for this, and I'm just going to colour this in. Just because it's just too white, so I want to have, yeah, there we go. So that's going to go on there. Now before I do that though, I'm going to bring in the sponge sugar, and I'm just going to bring that in around our card to frame it like so. Okay. And it just adding that little bit of extra detail So I mean, this is a good way if you don't want to use any patterned paper or anything. It's definitely a good way. I mean, how lovely is that? Right, I'm going to grab this, and then we're going to, what I'm going to do now is pop this up on some dimensions. I've got little bits in there. So let's use those. Okay. Like so. I love using cardboard as a dimension. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick that down like so. Now, last thing I want to do with this card is I'm going to bring in my black pen, and I just want to do some doodling. So when I cut these out, I cut out the stitching. So I just want to pop that on again a lot. I'm just going to do some big crosses actually, because that doesn't look the best. So let's turn them into crosses just so it looks a little bit better. And then I'm just going to add in some doodles really, because I do think that doodles really help pull a piece together. I'll turn that into a dangle, and there into a dangle. There we go. I like these. I like these a lot. Okay, and then that into a little dangle as well. And then I think I'm just going to join up these into a border like that. There. Oh, I like that. That's so cool. Right, okay, so there is card number 1. So let's pop that off to the side, and let's bring in card number 2. Now this one, I think I'm going to leave the background nice and bright and white. So let's start gluing all of our little bits and pieces on. Okay. So, because I think that, you know, sometimes the nice bright white background just looks lovely. And then we're going to stick these down like so. Okay, like that. And this one, I love that. I think that looks lovely. Okay, and then so slightly changing the position of how these were, but I mean that's completely fine. If I'd taken a picture, I would have known exactly where stuff went, but I sort of know how I wanted it, so as long as it's similar, it's all good. Okay, so there's that bit, and then we've got these, so we're going to stick these on. Okay. You there. Have you up there, and then these ones here. Oh, I'm loving that. And then this I just want in the center like so. Although I quite like it without as well. I like it both ways. I'm thinking actually, if I want this, I think I want to colour it. I'm going to colour it in with some gold. Okay, so I don't want too much but yeah, I do want it quite nice. So I'm just going to cover that completely in gold. Smooth that out the way and leave that to dry. So while that's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some doodles. And you don't have to do doodles at all. This is just, you know, something that I like to do. And I just think it really helps to tie everything in together. So first up, we're doing a border like that. Okay. Right, okay, loving that. And then I'm going to actually go around all of these. So it's like they're in their own little boxes. Oh, she's really going for it, isn't she? She's proper snoring. I never know whether or not you can hear it. I never know until I come to edit my videos whether or not you can actually hear her snoring. But I just think she sounds so cute. Okay, so just giving everything. I mean, how much better does that look just by popping on some black? Doesn't that look fabulous? And then I'm just going to put some little squiggles on. Just here, there, and everywhere. Okay, now do I want to put this on? I feel like I do, but I think I want to have it over there like that. And then I feel like I want that sort of just across there like that. Do you know what? Yes, we're going to do it because I like how that looks. So I'm just going to pop some glue on all the little bits. Okay. And we're just going to stick that down. Okay. And push it down with my palm just because it's easier. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab for someone special, and we're just going to lay that just across there like that. And then I'm going to grab out of my drawer just this to hold it down with. So I'll put that to the side and I'll put that on. So that's that card done. So now let's go on to this one. So the first thing I want to do is cut those white ends off, and we're going to glue this down. So, okay, and we're just going to stick that on there, like so. And then let's move these bits off. So we sort of knew how we wanted things to be with the cards and what we wanted to go where. And I think sometimes that really, really helps. Now I think I'm going to pop this on. I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to stick it there because I just think that that'll be nice in the background. So let's add the leaves on. I was sure there was some more leaves somewhere, but I think I might have used them already. So I'll stick that on, and then let's stick that and that. Yeah. I'm wondering whether or not to have, you know, like a cut. Well, I've done it now. I've done it, so it has to be done. But I'm just thinking this wasn't probably looking right because it was only 4 leaves. So by cutting that, we then have 5 leaves. Okay, and you can go there. Right, loving that. So now, do you know what? I think I'm going to have that sentiment, you are beautiful inside and out. So now I'm just going to finish up this border like so. Yep, and down this way. Okay. And then again, I'm just finishing. Sorry if I've gone quiet, guys. I'm just concentrating. And then I'm just gonna do the same with this one as well. It's all the way down, and again, just going to pop on. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Just gonna edge this leaf, which really I should have done before I stuck it down. Now I'm looking at it thinking there's something missing. I'm not quite sure what yet, so this is when my doodling sort of starts, and it helps me, you know, work out what it is that we actually need for it. Definitely not my favourite. I don't know, there's something missing. Oh, what about the splatters? Gold splatters. Should we try that? I can't make it any worse than it is, can I? Right. Oh, there, look at that. See, it's all we needed was gold splatters. Perfect. Yeah, it just needed some splatters. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry. So we'll leave that that to dry. I'm going to put it off to the side, and then we're going to start on the next one. Okay, let me just get rid of the gold. Now I want to do a gold wash on the back of here. So this is the red gold one. So we're just going to do that. Like so. Because I just think it's going to look gorgeous. Oh, how gorgeous is that gold? That gold is just divine. And then by the time we put that on, and actually, oh, I think just that. I don't think I'm going to bother putting that bit on. I think we're going to have it like that. I think that gold just, yeah, has just made it perfect. Right, okay, let's pop lots of glue on here. Okay. And then I'm just going to move over to one side, just ever so much. And then with this piece, let's raise that up. Oh, look at that, perfect size. So stick that down. And I'm not going to do any doodles on this one. I'm going to leave it as is. Because I just think it's gorgeous, just the way that it is. Oh, I love that. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. How quick and easy was that? That was a bit too quick and easy, wasn't it, guys? Do you know what I think I will bring in, though? I'm thinking, let's add some gems. Let's add some lovely, lovely gems. Right, so I'm just going to grab my gem tool. And there she goes, snoring again. I don't know whether to add in. I've got orange. I don't know whether to add orange, like a nice pinky purple colour, or I don't know, or green maybe. I have green flowers. They could look nice. There's another one. And I need one more. Oh look, that's so I could add in the green flower gems. Yeah, that looks nice. So let's add them in. Okay. So just stick them down. Right. There we are. Absolutely gorgeous. So that is a card number 4, I think. But technically it's card number 3 that's finished. Right. Last card, I think. What we're going to do with this one, because I'm going to keep it very similar, move these out of the way, and let's do some splatters. So I'm going to actually mix those up, and I'm just going to work some splatters like so. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now I just need to wait for that to dry. So while that's drying, let's get rid of these dots off here. I'm bringing this one back in. How gorgeous does that look? Oh, that is fabulous. Right, I want to bring in, do you know what I need? I need a thingy of water. Let me grab a little tub. And let me grab some water, because what I'm thinking is I want to have like, a bit of like glimmer or glisten or sparkle. So I'm thinking of this one, so the light gold, which is a beautiful, beautiful colour. So I'm thinking just going over the top of this, which will help it sparkle a little bit. Okay, let's move that out the way. Yes, that works lovely. I like that. Right, really, really liking that. And then I'm going to have that so that it is right, I need to be careful. Let's dry it, otherwise I could ruin it. So I'm going to just dry this off. There we go, much better. And it just, I don't know if you can see, it just gives it that little bit of a shimmer. It looks absolutely gorgeous and helps it just go nicely with our, helps it just go nice with our card and with what we've already done. So I have put that on a bit of cardboard, and I'm going to just pop that there like so. Oh, I love that. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Let's have a look to see what we have gem wise, and I can safely say we do have some green gems. So I'm thinking, where's my, there it is. So I'm thinking of adding the green gems to it. Yeah, I think that just finishes it off nicely, doesn't it? So a bit of a different card. I'm not going to lie, it's definitely not my favourite, but I do think it's quite kind of cute. And like I say, we're just using up little bits and pieces. So yeah, I think consider using little bits and pieces up. I do really like it now. I think that looks really, really pretty. I love the glisten on that of the gold. So that's that card done. That card is nicely, oh see, I'm not even going to do anything for that card. I think that's perfect as is. So we're on to our very last one now. Let me just get rid of that. So I'm going to do the same with this one, and I'm going to use this light gold just to colour that in, because it's just so pretty, and we'll be daft not to. So no, the cardstock that this has been stamped onto is actually Dolly Dimple's mixed media cardstock, and it's lovely to work with. So if you've never worked with it, I highly recommend it. You can use it with anything. It's really, really nice. All right, I'm just going to blast this, so I do apologise. Just to dry the last few. I mean, ideally you want it to dry on its own, so I'm just heating up the back as well. There we go. And then very simply, I mean, this is going to be probably one of the simplest cards ever, but I think it's just going to work lovely. So I'm going to stick that on there, and then we're going to grab this one. I think this one might actually be my favourite. This one and this one I think are my favourites. I absolutely love them. So there's that. Oh, I love that, and just that little bit of splatter really makes a difference. I'm going to grab my gold pen because I do think that I want to add just a little bit of a border. If it'll work, just use the back of my hand just to get that working. This is a trick that I learned off our lovely, what you call her, Angela. It's not working. Why aren't you working? Oh, it works on the rubber mat. Oh, there we go. The rubber mat helped. Right. But yeah, I just feel like we need a little border. Again, don't have to do this border bit. This is personal choice. I just feel like, you know, it's something that I want to add on. So, but it is, yeah, it's personal choice, isn't it? It's whether or not it's the look that you like. Oh, I love it. Right, and then on the back of this, do I have any more cardboard? Yes, I do. So we're just going to grab a little bit of cardboard for our dimension. Let's stick that on. And I'm not adding any gems or anything onto this. We are leaving it as is. And I was going to put that there. Actually, I think I still am. Yeah, it's going to go there. Now, I'm going to just grab this and stick that on top like that. So while that is drying, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tidy up my desk, and then we'll be back and I'll show you all the cards. So I'll be back in a second. Right, there we have it, guys. Those are my 5 cards that we have made in this video. You're just using the last little bits that I'd coloured in the other day. I hope you've enjoyed it and it's given you a bit of inspiration. Actually, when I've come back and looked at this one, I do actually quite like it. I think what's missing is it needs maybe 1 or 2 more leaves. But yeah, I was just using what I had in front of me, and yeah, I do actually really like it. I love the border to it. So, you know, sometimes walking away and coming back does change your opinion on something. So the best thing to do, I would say, like I have with this one, I walked away, it's been a few hours, and I actually really like it now. My favourite has to be this one. This one is definitely my favourite, followed by this one, followed by this one. And I would even say I prefer this one to this one. So there you go. That's the order of my preference. Yeah, let me know, guys, which one is your favourite? I will leave links in the description box below. Do check them out of where you can get these gorgeous stamp sets from. Oh, they're absolutely beautiful. They were designed by our lovely Jane. Oh, she's an absolute. Oh, she's gorgeous. Do also go over and check out Cleverprints as well, their Facebook group. Loads of inspiration. Honestly, guys, wait till you see what the design team have come up with. They're just amazing. Honestly, they're super talented, every single one of them. I'm very, very privileged to be working with these ladies. So yeah, do go and check them out as well. But that is it from me today. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, please do all stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.